Greetings, greetings, greetings. You are now tuned into the vault. Trust Christian, oh, not to control everything. Just want to thank everybody for tuning in live, listening to replay. Always appreciate everybody that tunes in live, listens in the replay. This is the vault, episode 595. Member managed versus manager managed. And we just want to thank everybody for tuning in live, listening to replay. We know we've had the flyer up for remaining tickets. Definitely get your remaining tickets, ladies and gentlemen. Some people may say, oh, well, did those tickets sell out? Ladies and gentlemen, we have some limited seating in the room right now. And so if you want to get into the room, that's perfectly fine. If not, it's interesting to hear people say the next one. So that means your family estate can wait. That means you being a quality fiduciary can wait. So that's fine. So bank on that. And we appreciate everybody for tuning in live, listening to replay. Everybody that's traveling from all over the country, actually to be at the workshop. We actually do have another special guest announcement coming. And so this new guest speaker that we have. We had to bring out one of the old guns, one of the old dogs, and you know when you're dealing with the old dogs, we gotta bring out the old dogs, ladies and gentlemen. Some people say, "Oh man, trust Christian vote." Did you have to? Oh, we had to. We're not playing around, ladies and gentlemen. We're bringing the best that Trust Christian has been mentored by, that Trust Christian associates with, to your family estate, to your estate, to your legacy. So we appreciate everybody for tuning in live, listening replay. Always appreciate everybody that tunes in live, listens in the replay. This is the Vault, episode 595. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. Always appreciate it. Definitely going to be a barn burner. Definitely going to be a quality. And so let's talk about the quality. So in this particular episode, when we talk about, trust Christian Vault, do I need trustee training? We're going to bring out something that we talk to our trustees about, and people still have to reach out to the vault to get connected. So, what do they need to get connected about? The fact that they're in an entity in the public side and they don't know what position to take advantage of fringe benefits because they think they're a member. They click a button. They think because they're filing it in another state, they click a button. So, we're going to go over the details today of member managed versus manager managed. Now, this is a topic that we go over with our trustees in the private sector. But in the public sector, it's well needed. Why? Because as a trustee, we know you're a manager. But in the public, being a member, you're not a manager. You're a member. In the public, that means you're an owner. Really trust Christian Vault? Think about it, ladies and gentlemen. This is something that you can Google. I'm going to go ahead and pull it up for trustees. Here we go. Member managed, ladies and gentlemen. And it's interesting because most people don't know this, but they're walking around with these entities. So the difference between a member managed and a manager managed entity is they're responsible for the day-to-day operations and decisions. All members or owners participate in the business and have a say in major decisions. They also perform tasks of a manager would normally do. See how that is? But hold up. Trust Christian in the vault. My lawyer didn't tell me this. My accountant didn't tell me this. Exactly. So we gonna have a little bit of excitement in our voice right now. Because we sit here online and we see these lawyers telling you to get in trusteeship now. They want to come over to Trust Christian in the vault, listen to our channel, and then they want to go steal the information. And then they don't want to tell you about the public side still when you got a public entity. So let's talk about it. Let's have this conversation very politely, as they say. Member managed entities, which usually means you're the owner. Did you hear that? Which usually means you're the owner. Participates in the business, and you have the say in the major decisions. They're also responsible for performing tasks of a manager. but the member's not the manager. So let's go over to the manager managed. You can Google it because that's what everybody use, or you use whatever platform you're using to search. Since people want to go there, oh, I don't use Google. Okay, well, you got to find some information, right? Manager managed. One or more designated members, employees, or business entities are responsible for running the business, while other members are considered passive investors. Now, this is where sometimes people get a little confused because these terms, you have to be sophisticated. Sorry to tell you this, you got to learn business. This isn't for job. I just want to work a job. I don't want to learn the business that I'm in. Nah, this is you got to learn the business you're in. You're in business, not in job. While other members are considered passive investors. So usually we could easily see right here that just because you're a member doesn't mean you do the day-to-day operations of work, which usually means you're a manager. In a manager managed LLC, see how they playing with y'all in the LLCs? Oh, but I'm going to go get an S Corp Trust Christian in the vault. I'm S Corped up. Pass through. Members don't have as much authority in the day-to-day operations as they may be involved in. So you can Google this. Here are some of the differences between member managed and manager managed. A member managed LLC, all members have to pay self-employment tax. Oh, Trust Christian Vault. My accountant and my lawyer did not tell me that because I am the member, I have to pay self-employment tax. In a manager managed entity, no managing members may not pay self-employment tax, but other tax may apply. No. You didn't want to hear what it really is. The manager managed. Oh, well, excuse us. Non-managing members. See, are you a member or are you a manager? That's the purpose of this episode. In a manager managed entity, they're trying to say the downsides. It could be difficult to determine how much authority to give the manager. Well, guess what? If you're the manager, does it make a difference? I don't know, Trust Christian Vault. A manager who isn't the owner, see how they play with words over the internet, ladies and gentlemen? That's why your lawyers and your accountants is playing with you. Because they could Google this information too. And they're going to tell you whatever they feel like telling you. Paying a manager also could present a financial burden. Well, if it's a financial burden, ladies and gentlemen, you could also take advantage of what? Fringe benefits. So now we're cutting the cost down to our employees. So do employees have a company car? Think so. Do employees have a company cell phone? Do you do you have company internet? Do you have company laptop? Yeah. Do you have company uniform? Yeah. But that's for the managers or for the members? That's what's going on. Is it manager managed? See, the owners own the LLC. The managers just work for it. Are you a owner of the trust or are you a trustee? It's real simple, ladies and gentlemen. So, we had to talk about it today because we got hit with a question yesterday from a trustee. What if I'm a single member, Trust Christian Vault? Am I a member or a manager? Well, which one do you prefer to be? Who can tell you that you don't want to own all of the company? Who can tell you that you have to be an owner and the sole owner? What happened to you just being a manager? What happened to Trust Christian, own nothing, control everything? What happened to that? Well, Trust Christian, well, my accountant didn't instruct me properly, so I didn't know that there was a manager managed entity. Let's see some of the benefits of a manager managed. even though these are so-called less common. Do you want it to run like a corporation, or you want it to run like you're the owner of the corporation? Because usually in a corporation, who's the owner in the corporation? The shareholders, the owners of the stock, the owners of the equity. Isn't that what you buy when you buy stock in the company? Is equity? That's what's going on, ladies and gentlemen. Who has direct control and who has no control? So, desire anonymity. Generally, all members must be publicly listed on the LLC agreements. Do you hear that? If you're a member managed, you got to be listed as the owner. Be listed on public documents. Oh, public documents. But when it's a manager managed, those things protect the anonymity of the managers. So, hold on. You don't want to be the manager, you want to be the owner. Right? Because it's a member managed entity. Once again, this was not a long episode or intended to be. This episode was really focused on just clearing up something for the trustees, because if you're walking around with these LLCs, these C Corps, what's the purpose of not having it classified properly? And when you go to select what type of entity you have, did anyone tell you that you can have a manager managed? Or is it just, it's the member managed? You're the owner managed. Or is it manager managed? Do you hear the difference? Owner managed or member or manager managed? Member managed LLCs are by default taxed to the members, which are usually the business owners, not the employees. Once again, member managed LLCs traditionally by default are taxed to the owners, the business owners, not the employees. Well, Trust Christian vote, I thought I didn't want to take down a salary. I thought I didn't want to own it. It's Trust Christian, not to control everything. So, are you going to own it or are you going to control it? The manager managed. Well, I'm gonna pull a salary, right? But when you pull a salary, there's also fringe benefits. There's corporate benefits for that. Yeah, and there's things that if you study, you don't have to pay them. It's a write-off. Once again, when we see this written here, it says manager managed entities work for larger organizations. This is how you know people thinking small when they could be thinking big. That's how it is, ladies and gentlemen. Member managed versus manager managed. It's that simple. We appreciate everybody for tuning in live, listening, replay. Always appreciate everybody for tuning in live, listening, replay. Traveling for wherever they're going to come from across the country to the workshop. We actually have a new speaker being announced at this workshop. We definitely want to thank this particular individual. This, once again, is one of Trust Christian's original mentors that we've been able to get him in the room and get the information that we need. It's going to definitely be on private family banking, private insurance, things of that nature. Member managed versus manager managed. One has all the responsibility and has to pay the bills. The other just shows up. Well, do I want to be an employee of the trust so I can put on a salary? No. Do I want to be an employee of the corporation so I can make sure that the expenses are run through properly? Is that the case? The expenses, ladies and gentlemen. The cup of coffee, the de minimis. So we're going to go ahead and give you a gem or a jewel. Just go ahead and put it out there. Excuses. I had a sneeze there. Excuses. We're going to look for... What we're looking for... Oh, publication. I'll go ahead and pull out these publications for you, ladies and gentlemen. Here you go. Employer's guide. See how you got an EIN, right? You're in dealing with the employee's guide, right? From the three-letter name. Employer's tax guide to fringe benefits. Accidental and health benefits. Oh man, Trust Christian Vote, I can't afford insurance, but I'm buying a house. And I didn't turn my house into a property management company yet because I don't know business. I'm over here working a job and I'm in debt. So what do I need to do? Think about the house as an asset, truly turn it into a business, and property management comes in, and now you work for the property management company. Hold on, you work for the property management company, and so accident and health benefits, achievement awards, adoption assistance, athletic facilities. Trust Christian Vote. It's so hard getting this money and being in shape at the same time. It's hard being in shape making all this money. Oh, a little bit of money they making. Right. Athletic facilities. De minimis benefits, dealing with small things, things that are not really affecting the capital of the company in major ways. Dependent care assistance. Hold on, you trying to tell me I could buy my house and then I could be a property manager and then my children could go to dependent care assistance? Yeah, that's a part of the bill, right? Right. It's recurring every month. Right. Educational says, I don't know if I can afford trustee training, trust Christian in the vault because I didn't start a business yet. But when I start a business, I'm gonna get in. And then once I started my business, trust Christian vault, I still can't afford it because I gotta make some money. But when you make some money, is your educational assistance an expense to yourself, to your family? Employee discounts, employee stock options, employer provided cell phones. Trust Christian Vault, I just gotta figure it out. I didn't figure it out that the cell phone is an asset to the company, not to me. It's a liability to me. Right. Group term life insurance, definitely something to look into. HSAs, something to look into. Lodging on your own person on your lodging on your business premises. That's where they play with you at. Why? Are you allowed? Is that in the code? Yes. Lodging on your business premise. Meals, certain type of meals. Retirement planning costs. Transportation, commuting, benefits. Tuition reduction. What? To what? A college? To school? That goes back to the education assistance. So you trying to tell me it's a company can pay for me to go to school? They do it all the time, ladies and gentlemen. But it looks different when it goes to a company. Definitely appreciate everybody for tuning in live, listen, replay. This episode was for trustees and people that are like that say I need to learn this information and I need to learn it fast. But instead, people are sitting on with they on the internet with gurus, ladies and gentlemen. So we appreciate everybody for tuning in live, listen, replay. Always feel free to reach out, Christian at trustchristian.com. Once again, that's Christian at trustchristian.com. Check it out for yourself. Publication 15B. 15B is going to set you straight as far as like member and the manage. Just Google it and things should work out. Appreciate everybody for tuning in live, listen, replay. We dropped that jewel on you. This does involve a little bit of reading or some reading, so go ahead and hit the books. Publication 15B, member, manage versus manager. Manager doesn't necessarily talk completely about that, but it does talk about the employees. So hit the like, hit subscribe. Always appreciate everybody that does. Christian at trustchristian.com. Last minute tickets, Christian at trustchristian.com. Peace and joy.